Hi everyone, this is Jeff Ryland with Abundant Design. Today I'm going to show you what I do with some of the scrap wood that I have from different projects. You can use anywhere from a full fence picket to one of the broken ones that you might have replaced. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing today. I'll show you how to build this bluebird house that you can put up for when they come back in the spring. I used a link that I found online for plans, and I'll put that in the show notes today. The back side is 13.5 inches long. I'll actually use the top of this dog-eared picket, and that'll give it just a little bit of character or decoration or whatever. Get that off there, and then go for the front is 9 inches, so we'll go to 22.5 there. The hole is 6.5 inches from the bottom. I actually, instead of in the plans that I'll link to, I like to do a double hole. It's a longer oval hole, and that discouraged the sparrows a little bit. So we'll mark our hole there and then come up just a little bit and do a second hole there. This piece will actually make a pretty good top. I'll just square off this back part here so it lines up nice. This is just about perfect for the bottom side, but a little bit wide, so I'm just going to shave off just maybe a 1/4 inch. Here we go. One of the scraps I was going to use was just a shade too short, so I ended up knocking off a 1/4 inch off the specs on the plan. Here's our back. This will be our top. Also left the dog ears on that for just a little decoration. And here's our sides. If you've got a radial arm saw or a chop saw, this would be a lot faster, and you can set it and make it a lot easier. But we use the tools we have. So here's side, side. Here's the one with the 2 marks for the hole. We'll get our drill with our 1.5-inch spade bit. I'm alternating so that I don't get too far ahead, otherwise the spade bit will jump out and try and go into the other hole. Break the rest of those out and use a utility knife to smooth off that edge, and you can even use a jigsaw to knock off that little lip there. So bluebirds are cavity dwellers. They love fence rows and old rotten fence posts to nest in. So that's what these boxes will mimic, and we'll put them on a fence post in the yard, hopefully to draw them in. They like more open areas. They're excellent predators of insects. So really beneficial to have around. So here's our oval-shaped hole that bluebirds will love. Discourage the sparrows. I kind of goobered it up here, but that's okay. They'll think it's just part of a old rotten fence post. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted or in the plans, but it should be just fine. The different scraps you'll use, you'll have to kind of modify the plan a little bit. For the one I used boards that I used for framing raised beds. So that'll use a different sized bottom piece than for the birdhouse that I'm making with just broken picket pieces. Okay, there's our bottom pieces.
Does it shoot way down like that?
Yep, we're going to shoot the nail right into the wood.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll build up these sides and the front. Okay, right there, you want to pull that trigger? I'll put one up at this end.
Can I do it?
Yep. Okay, now don't push it again until you get it in a new spot. There you go. Okay, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, tech. That's screwing my nose. Can I do it all? Can I hold it all by myself?
No, I have to help you aim.
That's screwing my nose again. Put it on. No, but I will squirt it, squirt. Dad. Now could we do it? Now I'm gonna do it again.
Yep.
A different way.
Yep, there you go.
I'm like good at working.
That's enough. We'll pre-drill these to make a hinge, and I'm using 8D common nails just because that's what I have. You want to line up both sides so it makes a nice pivot. We can dump this in the spring before the bluebirds arrive in the old nest, and if you have any mice or anything that have gotten in there, then we'll clean that out and fold it back up or leave it open, and that will discourage the sparrows as well.
Nice.
And then when you're ready to close it up, when you start seeing bluebirds in the neighborhood, you put that pin in there. We'll do one on the other side as well, and that will make it sturdy, and they'll want to come in there and say, this looks like a nice place to make a home. If you want to get really fancy, you could also put in a little tiny screw here as a handle to make it easier when you clean them out. Bluebird houses, you should probably space at least 100 yards apart. Bluebirds are very territorial, and you'll just have better nesting success. Bluebird houses work really well along a fence line, along streams. And this one's a little more snug, so we'll this might be one I'm going to put a screw in the bottom. So secure it here. Okay, we'll also drill a hole in the top and the bottom. And that'll make it so it'll hang nice on our fence posts. Here we go. Okay, if you would like help with your property setting it up in a more sustainable way, give me a call or look for me on Facebook, Abundant Design Iowa. Thanks for stopping by.